Hi, I'm Janet Beth in the Writing Center at Nightingale. And in this video, we are going to look at an example thesis statement and talk about 4 things that thesis statements should do. The first thing thesis statements should do is answer the question. And what we mean by that is answer the essay assignment. If you could only turn in one sentence, what would you write in that one sentence to get the most points? How would you get your whole idea into one sentence and make it as powerful as possible? So in this example, we're going to look at an assignment that says analyze the impacts that social media has had on young people. Now, this is not a question itself, but there is an implied question. What are the impacts that social media has had on young people? Now, this doesn't ask us to take one side or the other. I can choose what my opinion will be here. And in my sample thesis statement, let's look. So in my sample, I have decided to go with an analysis of social media's impact on youth reveals that while it might foster connectivity, it also contributes to increased rates of anxiety and depression. So I am answering the question by talking about impacts. We can see I'm talking about an analysis. In the original essay assignment, it asked analyze. So I'm saying, okay, an analysis, what are they? I'm talking about impacts on young people. And we can see I'm listing 2. This goes into the second part, which is show your stance. That means take an opinion and give it. We want to make it clear in the sentence what the opinion or what the argument that the author is going to make. In this case, we can say it might foster connectivity, but contributes to increased anxiety and depression. We have this stance. The stance, our argument, should be debatable. We can say, well, it might do this or it might do that. People will disagree, but this is this writer's opinion. We also want to be specific in our thesis statement. There are many ways to be specific, but the suggestion and advice I am going to give you is to make it clear what you are going to talk about in the different sections of your paper. Give each section or paragraph a keyword or phrase that you are going to use to talk about in this paper. So in this thesis statement, we're going to talk about connectivity as a positive, and then we're going to talk about anxiety and depression as our second. We can tell from this thesis statement that this paper will have 2 sections to it. One where it talks about a positive and one where it talks about a negative. And that brings us to our last part, which is to use powerful words. When we talk about powerful words, we're talking about the verbs that we're using to show our opinion and to show our stance. And we're also talking about adjectives and adverbs, about building up our ideas so that the reader knows how we feel and how we want them to feel. We can see that here with like might shows that this author doesn't really think this is a powerful positive. It might foster connectivity, but contribute to increased rates of anxiety and depression. So we're talking about showing our opinion with the words we use. These are 4 ways to build a powerful thesis statement. I hope that looking at this example and at other examples helps you think about how to make your thesis statement more powerful.